In a validation study, we selected randomly 353 EEGs, Ceribell EEGs, that were collected from 6 hospitals, academic and non-academic small community hospitals. We gave it to several EEG specialist neurologists with EEG training to read these EEGs and label them as non-convulsive status epilepticus, meaning more than 5 minutes of seizure activity in any given channels, seizure activity less than 5 minutes, highly epileptiform patterns such as frequent, periodic, and or rhythmic epileptiform discharges, and the rest, which is basically anything that's non-epileptiform, rhythmic delta activity, slowing, or normal. Of 353 EEGs, this is what we got when humans labeled it versus the machine labeled it. All the 9 status epilepticus cases were labeled correctly by the machine. 3 of 33 alarms were so-called false. 21 of them were too sensitive, but still pathological. One might argue that the epileptologist needs to take a look at these EEGs anyway. But I personally am excited about this number, 157. This is why I'm excited about the AI. Imagine you are in a hospital that you have to get 353 pages during after hours, weekends, or any time because the EEG was done and you need to read it. If you don't have AI to help you, all 353 times you have to wake up and read the EEG right there. But when you have an AI, and let's imagine that all 353 EEGs were done during after hours, after midnight. So what happens is the following. Of those 353, 179 of them, you won't get a page. Of those 179, only 2 had seizures, but none of them had prolonged seizures. So 20 of them were highly epileptiform patterns, but for the most part, they were all normal or diffusely slow. I'm also very excited about the AI because in those 9 cases where the patient was in frank status epilepticus, non-convulsive type, the ED physician who did this study, who set up the EEG after 2 a.m., didn't have to wait for the neurologist to detect these cases. And of those so-called false alarms, for the most part, they were highly pathological to begin with.